Hey guys, it's Noir here, and welcome back to a new video, and actually welcome back to my second OC introduction video. I'm super glad you guys liked the first one of Aiko. I will have that annotated at the end of my video, so for all you guys who hasn't seen it, you can see it. So this video will be all about Noir, and this was suggested by Kyoko5366 on Instagram, and I will have that post down below if you want to suggest a character of mine that you really want to know about. So, I don't really have a lot of fun facts about him because he doesn't have a lot of fun facts because his story is a tad bit different from my other characters. So, the first fun fact about Noir is that he cannot read, only due to he lived in the woods, so he never really was familiar with schooling and being in the city, so he kind of knows what his mother has taught him verbally. The scar on his chest isn't really nothing serious. He just got it from being a rebellious child trying to take down an animal that he knew he couldn't beat, so the scar was the aftermath. And the third fun fact about him is that Noir is not his real name. It is a name given to him by his mother, and now you're gonna know why. So Noir grew up in the woods only with his mother. His dad went missing, and the whereabouts of his father really isn't known, and from this point in the story he doesn't even know he has a father, and he still doesn't know he has one because his mother never really told him about it. And the reason why they live in the woods is because his mother knew he was a demonic child, and in the city or country, whatever they live in, there is a demon kid virus going around. So most of the kids in that country would have a demon virus, and it's a virus that kind of was created in the past, and the kids with this virus have kind of ruined the city in the past, so the government is like, we're not going to have that happen again, so we're just going to sample all the families, kind of overview their kids, and if we find one, they're getting killed, because we are not letting this country go to war or go to hell again. So that's kind of how that happens. So his mom took him out of the city so she can be a lot more safer with him, so he won't be found out. So at the age of 7 or 8, Noir started to have the signs of the demon kid virus. His ears got more pointy, so she made him wear his hair really long, and then he would sit there and smile at her sometimes whenever she would praise him. And once she noticed that his teeth was getting really pointy, she told him to put on this mask, and he was like, why do I have to wear this? And his mom told him, your smile is only precious to me, so don't let anyone see it besides myself. So he just kind of went along with it because he only knew his mom, and he's like, if my mom tells me this, she's probably right. So he's like, okay, mommy, I'm not showing anyone else my smile but you. So he ends up going to find firewood because it's getting cold. The woods isn't always humid, so it gets cold, and he meets the princess of the town he's from in quote unquote, and she found him, and she's like, oh my gosh, you're the first kid I've met because I'm strictly held in my palace and I'm never allowed outside because my father doesn't really like the demon kids, and he's scared that I'm gonna meet one and get killed by one, so it's nice to actually see a child my age here. And yeah, and she and him kind of bonded, I guess. But she eventually asked, why does he wear his facial mask? And he's like, I can't take it off, I'm sorry, I can't really tell you why. And she's like, I bet you look like a normal person, why do you wear the mask? And he's just like, because it's a secret that I should only show my mom. And she's just like, oh, that's really sweet, but could I at least see your face, like without smiling or talking, can at least show your face. So he actually does take off his mask and shows her his real face, and she's like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful, I love you. And he's like, oh my gosh, thank you. And he smiles accidentally for her, and she's like, oh my gosh, I don't understand why your mom doesn't want you to show your smile off, but it's really pretty. She was just like, you should show off your smile a lot more often. So after that, she left because the guards was looking for her, and Noir had to go back to his house, and he goes running to his mom, smiling, giggling, saying, "Mom, I met someone. This girl said I had a pretty smile, and I just figured I'd show it to you one more time." And his mom's like, "Put the mask back on. What are you doing? Put it back on." And after that, the government officials found where they lived. They questioned her about Noir himself. She didn't give him up. She's like, "I don't know where it's at. He doesn't have any of the features, so leave me alone." She does end up getting beat really bad to the point of death. But when Noir came back to find her from getting more firewood, actually, she tells him to eventually run away and never come back because she wanted him to not be found. And as soon as he left, she gave him the nickname Noir, which basically meant darkness. Wherever you go, you will always bring darkness. And even though I don't want my child to live through that, that is just something you have to deal with. So you'll forever be darkness. So that's Noir, and I'm getting feelsy over here because it's so sad. But yeah, so if you guys really like this video all about Noir, give it a like, give me a comment, share it, and comment a character on my Instagram post if you haven't, if you want to learn more about my characters. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'm getting really emotional. That was so sad, man. Whew, okay, I gotta go. So, bye guys, and I will see you in my next introduction. Bye.